the Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Talk Anything. I know it's just Talk Wrestling Opening. I haven't changed that part yet. I'm working on it. Talk Anything here on the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media, as well as the Greg Cherry brand, and of course, our original home of NoDQ.com. Thank you to everybody who's in the chat so far. Mohammed, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday on a Tuesday night. Jeff Meacham, hope you are doing well. And same with everyone in the live chat. I agree with that sentiment. I hope everybody's having a good day. Have a little bit of a throat tickle, a little bit of a cold setting in, which is always fun. I'm trying to do a live talking show, but we'll see how it goes. Yes, Johnny boy, I am going to WrestleMania both days, as well as a meet and greet the early afternoon of WrestleMania. We'll talk more about that as we get on with our show. Big G, good to see you. JJ, you as well. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday. It has been a interesting, and there's Josh with Boss Man Meacham. There you go. Appreciate you. Good to see, again, everybody in the chat. I know I'm a little bit distorted. I'm enjoying the fact that I have my screen back because I haven't had the screen on the majority of my shows for a few weeks because I'm still at the old house, but I got the green screen up in the background, so hopefully we can maintain it. Hopefully it won't go too crazy. I need to start putting the headset. I keep forgetting to put the headset on underneath the shirts because I hate that it goes in front. It looks like shit. I am very blessed. I'm going to WrestleMania and to the meet and greet I'm going to, Johnny. I'm very, very excited. Big G's watching Frasier, so not a bad twofer. You get Frasier Crane and you get good old JM. That's a hell of a Tuesday night. I am not going to stand and deliver. Mike, sorry about that. I couldn't see. My brain just did not check in on that. I am not going to stand and deliver because, I'll go ahead and talk about it now since he's asking about it. I will say, I'll start the shills early. Why the hell not? There's too many damn graphics in here, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll go with it. So no, I am not going to stand and deliver on Saturday the 1st, but you can check us out, our coverage of Stand and Deliver, beginning at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific. Definitely not going to be there because I have been gifted by a dear friend for both my birthday in March and my father's birthday in March the opportunity to have a meet and greet and take a photo with the one and only Undertaker, and that'll be at 12:30 Pacific. So that'll be smack dab in the middle of the Stand and Deliver broadcast. I will not be able to be at NXT, but I will be cheering from afar. I will be cheering our commentary team of Noah Foster and the Renegade J.J. Williams on as they do that. And yes, JJ, I am working on the graphic for you and Noah for WrestleMania weekend, so be on the lookout for that as well. And I have not heard from Pro Wrestling Tees about the shirt. It's been a weekend, and I'm trying to get on their asses about that, so I apologize in advance, but I am still working on it. And I am also going to talk to the my graphics guy again about that. It's like I said, it's WrestleMania season. It's all crazy busy, but I'm doing my damn best. Let's see. Pardon me. Again, that throat tickle is killing me. Muhammad says, "Is it really true that John Cena is retiring after WrestleMania?" You hear rumbles about John retiring all the time. I mean, he's pretty much retired now. He's semi-retired for sure. He appears once in a great while. He wrestles even less, right? It wouldn't surprise me if he would retire after WrestleMania because it seems like he's appearing on television less and less. He made the big deal about he had the one match in 2022, the tag match with Kevin against Sammy and Roman, and then he has a match at WrestleMania in either 18 or 19 days. So will we see John after April 2nd? I would like to hope so, but I don't know. Is it true? I don't know. Do I hope it's true? Part of me says yes. Part of me says no. I think a 21 year almost active for the entirety of those 21 years career is pretty damn good. And consider that John's one of the greatest of all time. 16-time WWE recognized world champion. Just multitude of accolades. Definitely Hall of Famer. First ballot, in my opinion. So why not? If he wants to retire, good on him. CJ's here. Good to see you as well, CJ. Johnny says, ask me my thoughts on what's going on with Wyatt. I try very hard not to read too much of the dirt sheet, the bullshit, whatever you want to call it, because it's all it is at the end of the day, is dirt sheet and bullshit. So if it does turn out to be a real thing, and if it is the fact that he's going to not be back the way we thought he was going to be, it is sad because it just happened, right? He just came back last year, late in the year at that, if I remember right, and it's already gone sour on him. It's very, very disconcerting. Regarding John Cena, JJ says, you got to believe that he'd want to wait until Mania 40, 20 years after winning his first championship in WWE, of course, the United States Championship against The Big Show at Madison Square Garden. Wouldn't surprise me. And people reacting to the Undertaker news. Thank you, Mike. I am so goddamn stoked for that. I can't even tell you. Why is that one little patch? You guys see that shit? Like right here is showing up as the green screen is not, or no, okay, it's a hole in the shirt. I'm like, what the hell? Why is that one little patch showing green? It was bugging me. Yeah, there is a slight little nick in this shirt. I gotta get a different Meacham shirt, which you can buy Pro Tees. All right, and CJ says I continue not to care at all about the current wrestling product. That is your call, my friend. I do not discourage that because just it's not everybody's cup of tea, or in my case, glass of vaccine. By the way, this is I don't know if I talked about the vaccine on the air or not, so forgive me in advance if I have. Discovered this concoction in Chicago at O'Callaghan's, I forget what it's called. Sorry, guys. On our Six Flags cross country sojourn, it is Scotch, it is Honey Jack, it is ginger beer, and it is a little bit of lemon juice. So there you go. The way I'm feeling today, I need it. So anyway, Daniel in his best version of Ghostface. Hello, Jeff. By the way, go out, make it a point to go see Scream 6. My God, was that good. I won't say as good as 5. I happen to like 5. I know a lot of the Scream diehards, the horror diehards are ranking Scream 6 number 2 in the series, which is interesting. Without spoiling everything, I think it does a lot to kind of make up for 3 and 4 kind of becoming a shit show. So there is that. And Big G says he's planning on watching Scream 6 this weekend. Yeah, G, get out there and you got your event at the 2000 Arena. You better prioritize, brother. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'll plug that too, since I'm in a plug-in mood here. That sounded really bad out of context. Hopefully everybody's watching, not just listening to this, because that was pretty awful. If you're not just watching, if you're only listening, and I said get my plugs out of the way, I'm a plug-in mood. That was really bad, right? But Big G is going to be at the 23rd Arena, the world famous ECW Arena, coming up this weekend for Icons of Wrestling with his buddies at Parker Kane Promotions, Dina Steele, and from the Undisputed Era, the one and only Bobby Fish will be there, or the Undisputed Elite, whatever you want to call that group this week. And, of course, he'll be in Baltimore at Celeb Fest 7 in May with the WWE Hall of Famer himself, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. So that is coming up for our buddy Big Baller G. And lest we forget, the apple of his eye, his idol, if you will, the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett, gets a shot at Orange Cassidy tomorrow night on Dynamite. So be on the lookout for that. I love you, G. And I kid. And yes, it is not Ghostface Takes Manhattan. I think they learned their lesson in the horror genre with Jason's nonsense. Hopefully. Let's see. Johnny Boy says I would fit him at. You know what? I probably will too. But I've also had the opportunity to get to befriend Paul Bearer in the last year of his life, and I've been friends with Percy, Paul's last client, before he Sean Ricker. Also got a chance to meet Mick. Had a brief, and Mick Foley, by the way, I'm saying Mick like Mick Foley is what I'm talking about. Wonderful human being, as I'm sure all of you know. What was I going to say? I just completely lost my thought process. Oh, had a brief interaction with Glenn Jacobs, Kane, a few years ago. So I've kind of met the Undertaker family, right? As far as on storyline television. So Undertaker is going to be a wonderful meet. I'm looking forward to it. Mohammed, I'm going to go ahead and star your comment. If I can do that over here, because I can't do it on my phone. The reason I'm operating the comments on my phone is because I've got my headset plugged in, and I can't find my multi-port connector. So I'm kind of doing this flying by the seat of my pants today, guys. So I apologize in advance. But I will get to your question about the Garcia twins later. Let's see. You know Jeff's winning the title, so they changed the name of it. I don't know what championship, which title you're. Oh, okay, the international title with Jeff Hardy. Yeah, with Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, absolutely. Jeff, you know what? As long as Aubrey Edwards isn't refereeing, we'll be in good shape. Sorry to that. Anyway, yes, I've been hearing there's a lot more kills than 4 and 3. So there you go. All right. So there was a comment, and it's not showing up, and I don't know why. Let's see if it. Oh, there it is. That's interesting that it's not showing up on my end over here. But CJ is asking JJ. JJ, if you're still in the chat room, let me know. He's saying, JJ, how did you start caring about wrestling again when you fell out? So there is that. King Mike says, Josh, I see your comment as well. I'll be right there. Tony Khan said AEW will be doing a pay-per-view sometime in SoCal, not counting the ROH pay-per-views. All right. Bring them on out. I'm going to miss Supercard of Honor as it is. So I'd like to go to a AEW pay-per-view. Daniel says, if anybody asked me what I rank the Scream franchise, I would put Scream 6 in the middle. Well, I've been hearing that too. So, all right. Josh says, Cena won't retire until after he beats the WWE list of 16 times World Ric Flair's record. Flat out. He needs to, because Orton doesn't seem like he's healthy enough to be able to keep going long enough to do it. I don't know if the record needs to be broken. I mean, it's tied. And I think if anybody should do it, it should have been Orton. So, there is just my thought process. But anyway, okay, that was a lot of stuff I just went through. I'm proud of myself on that one. But we did get another match made for WrestleMania. I haven't Jeff Meacham'd the graphic yet, but I will be doing that later on tonight after I watch NXT here on the West Coast. But it will be inside Hell in a Cell for the first time in 7 years at WrestleMania, if the thing will load. Come on. There it goes. Hi. Edge and Finn Balor stepping inside the Devil's Playground. Just going to be awesome to see that. Hell in a Cell is such a huge part of wrestling history, WWE history, and Edge's history especially. You figure Edge and Undertaker had a major storyline resolution within the confines of Hell in a Cell. So the Demon and the Rated R Hall of Famer going into the cell, I am here for it. I love it. All right, more comments. Let's see. CJ says, I'm looking forward to the start of MLB season. I am too, except that it's going to be a WrestleMania week. Like, I think the Dodgers open March 30th. It's like, damn, can we possibly have a little April? A little wait time? Between, I mean, usually there's a little bit of a buffer between the Stanley Cup playoffs and opening day of baseball, but nope, we're going all in on it. So, and my camera's really blurry. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second here. Does everyone? So I'm working on getting this camera fixed, but hang on 1 second. I fix. There we go. Whoa. Hi. Okay, cool. Yeah, MLB, I would like to have a little bit of a wait time between the start of the Stanley Cup playoffs and the start of Major League Baseball opening day. But, I don't get what I want in life a lot of the times. Matt says, sadly, Charlotte's going to be the one to break the record. Again, it's a little different. I think it's different, period. With Charlotte, and then even with John. Ric Flair was a 16 officially. It's like 22, y'all. 22-time world champion over the NWA's territorial history, over Jim Crockett, over WCW, and of course WWE. So it's Yes, John and Rick both have 16 recognized world championships. Flair in the NWA, WWE, and WCW. John in WWE. But the time period in which they both achieved that record are not even apples and oranges. They're apples and bananas when comparing them. You have to keep that in mind. So I don't really think the record discussion even should be a thing because it's completely different eras of the business. That's how I've always felt anyway. How long until they have Ghost? God, please don't put him in space. Jason X was bad enough. I think Jason X is the only horror movie that I know of that more than one of my friends got their money back walking out. It was so stupid. Although our buddy Bruce, JJ will attest to this, went and saw, I forget if it was the first one or the second one, but I know what you did last summer, walked up to the manager at the theater and demanded his money back and got it. And the reason he wanted money back is because Brandy didn't die. And he got his money back. And I'm so proud of Bruce for that to this day. Josh's first WrestleMania. Oh, there you go. Oh, wait, no. I watched featured a Hell in a Cell with two of my top all-time favorites, Undertaker and Shane McMahon, I'm guessing. Now, 7 years later, this Mania has two of my other top-time all-time favorites in Hell in a Cell. There you go. Good stuff, Josh. To answer the question from earlier for JJ, CJ, basically he just started watching Fresh at the New Year, so that would have been 2020 or 2021. JJ, I forget. I apologize. Like I said, it's been a long day, a long week. The second one, I still know. Okay, there you go. But yeah, our buddy Bruce got his money back for that. So God bless him for that. Let's see. Dodgers are dumb to have home games. Yes, they are. Traffic is going to suck. Just the worst. The Kings are out of town. The Kings are on the road, which is why we get Crypto.com Arena for Hall of Fame, SmackDown, NXT, and Raw, because the Kings are going to be across the country. But we get, God forbid, the Dodgers pay attention. Anyway, let's see where we're at here. Hopefully Hunter brings back the original color of Hell in a Cell. Doubtful. That's booked the way it is now. But we'll see. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Do I think Omos versus Brock will be better than everyone's thinks, especially with the expectations so low? Yes, I do. I really think it's going to be a lot better than we're all expecting it to be, let alone how we think it will be. Expectations are everything, but overall thought is it's going to be summer. Give the guys a chance. They might surprise you. New Hurt Business rumors of Omos, Street Profits, and Carmelo. We'll see what happens at Lashley and Wyatt first, was my thing on there. Let's say Bray Wyatt's not at WrestleMania. Who is Lashley's replacement opponent? Good question. Good question, Psycho. I would honestly go with what do you call it? It's gonna be Lashley. I'll think about that and get back to it. If not tonight, then on open mic night. That's a tough one. Let's see where are we at here. What about this for an idea? What about either WWE or AEW has a new title of musical championship, like music affiliated to wrestling? I think it's no titles in wrestling as it is without what do you call it anymore, especially not really going with the theme of wrestling overall. It's weird some Bricks and WWE titles still don't count for that. Yeah, I think it's stupid. It's ridiculously stupid. Eric says, sup, hello, good to see you, as well as see by the base, Lucy OG. Okay, so January 1st, that would have been 2021, was JJ's getting full in, was 2021. There you go. Matt says, I'd say LA Knight versus Lashley if the thing with Stone Cold doesn't happen, and there's another question about who should LA Knights be. So I'm okay with that. LA Knight and Lashley would be a good little match. And yeah, I understand it's Major League Baseball that makes the schedules, guys. I get that. But that is going to cause a traffic nightmare in that little pocket there when the 110 bleeds into the 10 and the 5 and the 101, all that shit right there in that little crush there downtown. That's going to be a traffic nightmare come March 31st, April 1st, April 2nd. And you figure there's the Impact pay-per-view, New Japan pay-per-view Thursday night, the 30th. It's going to suck. It's going to be bad. I don't blame – I don't what do you call it? I don't wish that on anybody. It's awful. If I could have any commentary duo, who would it be? For me, it'd be Taz and Morrow. Yeah, Morrow and Taz would be a good 1-2 punch. I'd be okay with that. Big G got a super chat, so I'll go ahead and throw that up there now. Maybe. There it is. Hi. Big G with $5 super chat. Thank you, Big G. If Jeff Jarrett wins tomorrow night, I will sing With My Baby Tonight on open mic night karaoke for free. Well, thank you, Big G. We appreciate that at the Multiverse of Media. And since you plugged it, I'll go ahead and throw it up there my darn self. Why is it all my shit not in here? I'm so mad at myself. Anyway, we'll go ahead and throw up the plug now. So, JJ, without telling me, by the way, but it's okay. I took care of it with the mouse, JJ. I got you, brother. Let me get rid of that damn logo in the corner. There we go. Open mic night / karaoke night coming up the Saturday before WrestleMania, March 25th, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. And did I say the wrong commentary team for WrestleMania, JJ? I'm sorry. Yeah, it'll be Noah and JJ. Noah and JJ on commentary. I apologize. Sorry, I thought I said JJ. I'm sorry. Anyway, let me get rid of that. Yeah, it's the whole freaking initials thing. You're very right, Psycho. Anyway, open mic night karaoke. So this has kind of like become the unofficial official WrestleMania week kickoff party now that this is happening on the 25th. But 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, as is every open mic night. But this case is different because we're going to have wrestling theme karaoke. That's right. For a $5 donation, you can take a spin of the wheel, and whatever promotion it lands on, I believe WWE, AEW, the past, whatever the case may be, we will choose I think if it lands on promotion, you will choose the participant of that era, of that promotion that you would like. Pick your poison for $20 means you pick not only the wrestling theme you want, but which one of us yahoos on screen you want to sing it. And for $50, this has already been agreed upon by the active party, Noah Foster, the silly man with the back of their voice, $50 donation. He, along with 2 other of us, probably me, will do not only the theme song, but do the accompanying dance of Rikishi and 2 Cools in ring dance, or the Attitude Era. God help us all. And I think I understand what the comment was for JJ, so I do apologize. Okay, so for commentary duo, modern day, this is obviously number 1 because it's our commentary team, the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse of Media. But currently on television within some of the companies, or even the past, like Morrow was earlier, Morrow and Taz would be a great second choice for me. I apologize for getting mixed up on the what I was supposed to be answering. So let's see, where did we leave off comment-wise? What are my thoughts on WWE going to DraftKings? That's if that happens. That's still not official unless I missed it today. Let's see. Omos Brock is going to be on the level of Hogan Andre as far as importance and will be a better match. I'm not sure about that. Because important-wise, Hogan Andre was the biggest match in history at that point. So there you go. Big G says he's done. Come on. Rikishi's dance on Greg Carey show before. People paid $10 to see that. Yeah, well, again, Noah's a hard person to coerce. I mean, to discuss about stuff. So, but he offered it up, $3 or $50. He offered it up to have. Of course, he's throwing in, 2 of us. So, it's probably going to be me. Anyway, let's see. So, in answer to Big G's super chat, King Mike says he might win, and he might. He just might win. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. JJ Williams versus Jeff Jarrett for the initials JJ. There you go. I like that. That's cool. What happened to the Good Brothers in WWE? Have they watered down for some reason? Their Magic Killer finish is so impressive and so awesome. I mean in a good way, positive way. AJ kind of got hurt, so I don't know if they really have anything for him at this point. So that's probably why they have. And Carl had that thing with New Japan where he had to defend the championship. So maybe they're just trying to find something for them to do until they put him back on screen. I don't know. I truly believe commentary makes or breaks a show, and Raw, SmackDown, and Dynamite all lack in that department. I agree. I heartily agree for the most part. I do enjoy Corey Graves. I enjoy Michael Cole. When Michael Cole and Pat McAfee are on, I'm okay with it. Josh says, I already know who I'm spending $20 on for Mike karaoke and what song I'm making this person sing. You're an evil son, bitch, Josh. Terrible. Jeff should sing American Males or X Factor. Oh, God. Both of those songs are just the shits. But okay. Noah singing on Christmas was great. Yes, it was, Mike. Chris karaoke was the best. I agree. Anyway, Greg says, cheap plug for the Greg Cherry Show tomorrow. We're going to talk about stuff. Yes, Greg Cherry and myself, I'll be there tomorrow. And Maddie Laws probably. We'll talk about stuff. There you go. Speaking of theme songs, I hate that Randy Orton got a new song, You Can't Beat Voices. I didn't know he got a new song other than the thing with Riddle. So hopefully if he comes back, that won't be a thing. Excalibur is definitely the worst commentator on television right now. He has been awful. He is just very, very bad. All right. And then Josh says, I'm very evil with what I have planned. Yes, you are. You're an evil man, Josh. All right. I think I put those earlier. Let's see. Yeah, I remember them getting a new song, so I don't know what they're talking about. Sing Jillian Hall's theme song? God, that's evil in and of itself. Oh, jeez. Tony needs to go just like Jim Ross. Oh, Tony, I don't mind so much. Excalibur, I do. Does David Otunga work for WWE? As far as I know, he doesn't. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure he's been gone for quite a while. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take a brief little break ski. So let me go ahead and it should be Taz and Jim Ross, they're saying. I mean, Jim Ross is a wonderful announcer, but he's had a lot of issues lately with getting names right, I know he's been along for a long time. He's been around for a long time, excuse me, so I get that he is going to falter because he's getting up there in years. But, man, Jim Ross not being at Jim Ross level is hurtful to watch as a fan. So I don't think it should be Jim Ross on commentary at all. Dory says hi from the chat room. She's watching WrestleMania 5. It's a marathon, not a sprint, Dory. God bless you, girl. 4 was long enough, right? Golly. Muhammad says, how am I liking the rest of the WWE Hall of Fame build this year so far? If so, are you shocked or surprised? I'm not surprised Mysterio's getting inducted. It's long overdue. If Great Mood is true, well-deserved, even though he never worked at WWE. If Stacy Keibler is true, definitely well-deserved. Major component of the women's era during her time in the company. Unpopular opinion, Josh says he doesn't mind Kevin Nash's commentary. I don't mind it either. It's a little bothersome, but I don't mind it so much. Eric the Red says, is Batista entering this year? I don't know. That's been talked about back and forth, so we'll see what happens. All right, guys, I'll be right back and take a brief little break ski here, so bear with me. But I will be back in just a moment. I'm going to get a drink, and I'll come right back. Be sure to check out our friends at the Constantine Studios this week, as JJ, the Renegade of Wrestling, on our channel, has his Renegades reviews. And this week, it is still continuing his Hall of Fame showcase with The Price of Fame, featuring the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and his family, Avengers of Justice Farce Wars, unfortunately for Shawn Michaels, starring Shawn Michaels, Money Played, featuring Edge, Adam Copeland, as well as Kelsey Grammer and so many more. And the Netflix original We Have a Ghost is this week's new release Saturday on Renegades Reviews. Again, check that out over at the Constantine Studios. You can also catch our buddy JJ each and every Sunday with the graphic I can't find in a minute, and we're going to run out of time before the commercial's over. So there it is. Warzone each and every Saturday on the Constantine Studios channel, and so much more. So I didn't go up. Why didn't it go up? Oh, I know why. Because that's a video. Warzone on Sundays, each and every Sunday for the Renegades Reviews channel, Constantine Studios. It's the Warzone. And again, you can check out the reviews for the week Hall of Fame. Again, this is fly by my pants, guys. I'm really having a tough time today. I don't understand why. I think I do, but that's okay. All right, more comments. Jeff, what is Tony? Well, right now he's backstage interviewing, which I think in today's wrestling he's better suited for than he is as a play-by-play or color commentator. I think Tony does a fine job doing the ringside announcing. Again, just my 2 cents. JJ is shocked that they're taking so long to announce inductees. Yes, and I honestly, Jay, we talked about this, you and I, privately. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that they were hoping for Batista, they were hoping for The Rock, and then neither one of them panned out. So they're just kind of winging it as best they can with who they have available. So I should sing Nia Jax's theme. That's not going to happen, but thank you anyway. Where did it go? There it is. Not necessarily. If they have Rey Mysterio, they might want to use him over Batista, Josh. So we'll see. I feel bad for Morrow that he never got to call WrestleMania. Yeah, that does suck. I always liked Morrow. And there you go. For context, Josh went back. They took this long to announce it last year too. They did. That's very true. Last year's build for Hall of Fame was kind of cruddy, if I remember right. So again, it's their Hall of Fame. It's, people kind of shit on Hall of Fame or they love it. There's no real whole lot in between as far as the validity of it, right? So take it for what it's worth. I always try to anyway. So just to recap here, because I'm actually going to go ahead and sign off for the night. I'm kind of, like I said, my throat is killing me, guys. I apologize. I think I'm starting to get more of a cold than I'm wanting to admit out loud. Do I agree that they should have done Jericho versus Omega one-on-one this week? Missed opportunity. No. Build for Double or Nothing. Make people pay for it. Again, if you missed last week's episode of Dads and Always in Wrestling, please go back and check it out. It's one of my favorites we've done since we came back a couple years ago. It's our top 10 feuds of all time. The next episode of Dads, which we'll be recording this week, JJ and I will go up March 20th, and that will be our top 10 all-time WrestleMania main events. JJ is working diligently, as I am very appreciative of, to watch these WrestleMania main events and get himself, his list, I should say, fully formulated and ready for air, which, again, I think we're going to tape Wednesday, either Wednesday or Thursday. I forget what we agreed on, so I apologize. And that'll go up the 20th. And, of course, the next full watch-along we're going to do on the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media, which is my channel, JJ's channel, Noah's channel, and James's channel. Each and every time we do a premium or a special event watch-along is sacrificed from the folks at Impact Wrestling. It'll be Friday night, March 24th, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. Also, that leads into open mic night the following night, which, again, is going to be karaoke as well. And there's the breakdown again, $5 for a spin, $20 to pick your own, and $50 for Noah Foster and the Crazy Too Cool Dance. And that leads us into WrestleMania week, of course. We saw the trailer earlier. Impact and New Japan present Multiverse United, Only the Strong Survive, Supercard of Honor, and the Hall of Fame on the same night. Stand and deliver. I will hopefully have video footage of my meet with The Undertaker at WrestleMania, Night 1's coverage, Night 2, of course, WrestleMania, Raw after Mania, and the AEW doubleheader that Friday night, April 7th. So that's all coming up, starting in just 18 days for WrestleMania. But man, little over 2 weeks away before we really kick things into high gear. I'm so excited about this. I really am. Josh says Ray is only the third active wrestler to go in the Hall of Fame. Flair and Goldberg being the two. Actually, Sting was technically not yet retired when he was inducted. He announced his retirement on stage. It sucks that Ray got less than a day as WWE champion. He deserves more than that. He was world champion for a while. People need to go over Batista's Hall of Fame headliner. If he'd gone in during the 2020 ceremony, he would have co-headlined with the NWO. And JJ's right, he would have. Sing American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes theme song, Jeff. Well, go ahead and give the show a watch on the 25th and throw in your donations. Muhammad will do it. The list is ready. We're filming Thursday. There you go. So there it is. We are filming Thursday to get this show up to you guys by Monday the 20th, which is that one, not that, the other one. But yes, Monday the 20th for Dad's top 10 all-time WrestleMania main events. And then on the 28th, Tuesday, the Ladies of the Multiverse. Of course, that's Cece, Dory Lou, and possibly JJ's daughter Natalie will be previewing and predicting WrestleMania. That's all WrestleMania week, as well as the kickoff party on the 27th, which is going to be this show, and Snapway Sports Bar featuring Dorlo, which will be Tuesday. That week will be at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern, as Dory Lou will be hosting the Sports Bar that week with me producing. So a lot of cool stuff coming up. We'll get it all together, I promise, before next week, because I sound like shit right now. Psycho says, sing We're All in This Together by High School Musical. Not a wrestling thing, so we're not going to do that week. Sorry, guys. Who is Mick Foley inducting? We're going to have to wait to find out. They're talking about that on he and Conrad's podcast, so we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we find out soon. And Eric the Red says, how long before Jericho goes in the Hall of Fame? Not too long after he leaves AEW. Just my thought. All right, guys, that's it for real this time. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next week on the show, as well as tomorrow night on the Greg Cherry Show. We'll see you tomorrow for No DQ's review of Dynamite and so much more. Have a wonderful night. This has been good old JM, and see ya.